City of Stars was an animated movie my brother and I absolutely loved as kids. I can't believe there are still copies out there. I had Wise check every supplier in the city and he couldn't find it anywhere.
I didn't know there was a whole story behind it. Well, since it's a film manager holds dear, I can't imagine it would contain anything objectionable.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Sampling all kinds of films is kind of an important part of the job for a video store owner, but this one is totally fine. It's just a simple fairy tale.
That's a relief. If anything non-compliant turned up, the follow-up paperwork would be quite the headache. Perhaps we should watch it together. I must admit, I am curious about your taste in films. I hope this request does not come across as presumptuous. Might you be willing to indulge me, manager?
Of course. Honestly, I'd be honored. I really want to hear what you think about it too.
I'd say this is less of a fairy tale and more of a cautionary fable. Quite thought-provoking. Wouldn't you agree?
Back then, I was probably too busy staring at all the stars and those ridiculously cool airships. Never realized it carried any grand message. Now I feel like it's something my brother would really enjoy, actually.
It seems this film brought back a piece of your childhood. I'm glad for both of you. At the same time, have you noticed that the themes of this film and certain specific parallels are a bit ill-timed?
No way, right? Sure, the film's set on an island in the sky, but floating islands are a classic motif in fiction. They're pretty common. Maybe the review doesn't need to be quite this strict.
If that were all, I might let it pass. But the detail about the 3 sister regents who govern the city...
I mean, movies always love numbers like 3, 7, 11. I'm sure Lady Sunbringer wouldn't read into something like that, right?
And then there's the part where the 2 peoples lived in harmony, only for everything to eventually fall apart.
That's not the same thing, right? In our world, Bangbu and human citizens depend on each other. But the 2 groups in the City of Stars just looked like they were coexisting peacefully. They'd been drifting apart for ages, and their cultures were just too different to get along.
And then there's the silver-haired villain, the Grand Chancellor who clings to tradition, refuses to adapt, and ends up a laughingstock. Is that meant to be a jab at me? Occupying my position without accomplishing anything of note?
Really? No, wait. That feels like a stretch. How could there be that kind of specific allegory? And the movies from years ago.
No need to be nervous, manager. I wouldn't actually interpret it that way. But some others might just take it personally, you know. As for the specifics of the film, let's set them aside for now. Since you hold it in such high regard, would you say it fully complies with regulations and should be widely promoted?
I just think maybe that's not what it was going for. It's not even a serious film in the first place.
That's a fair argument. As expected of you, manager. You seem to grasp the artist's original intent quite well. However, I'm sure you are familiar with this saying. Once a work is completed, it no longer belongs solely to its artist. Interpretations surrounding a work can be manifold, and the less discerning the audience, the more easily they are swayed by others' readings. Which is precisely why fairy tales must withstand scrutiny from every direction. City of Stars is not aimed at adults. If someone were to exploit it and stir sentiments that deepen the divide between Rose Califer and the outside world, those innocent children and the naive little Bangbu may not be as capable as you are in distinguishing right from wrong.
Oh, I see. Wow, you guys at ESD really have to think about a lot of things.
You are invited to our island. It's only natural that you wouldn't notice these matters. In truth, Rose Califer maintains a cautious stance toward the outside world. Some residents aren't entirely welcoming toward outsiders. Of course, managing such complications is my responsibility. You needn't worry about it.
You always come across so composed and effortless, like it's impossible not to believe you.
You may praise me all you like, but it will not earn you any special favors, you know. Since you're so fond of this film, you can keep the videotape.
Wait, really? I thought I wouldn't be able to watch it with Wise. Who knew flattery could get you this far?
Not because of your compliments, I assure you. Do you recall? You are an honored guest of the External Strategy Department. You're entitled to certain privileges. As a precaution, however, there will be one condition. It's for personal collection only. No lending or renting it out. I trust you will remember that, manager.
This tape isn't just a piece of my childhood. It's a gift from you. It actually means a lot. There's no way I'm renting it out.
I am pleased to hear that. In that case, I will not take up any more of your time. As for those smugglers, whether it was mere negligence or something more deliberate, I believe I shall hear their explanations personally.
Felina's smiling like nothing's wrong, but... wow, that sudden chill down my spine feels so real. Fellow videotape lovers I've never met. Well, good luck dealing with her. Blizzard rising. Red camellia falls in snow. Stand down. Icy ash. Vanish. Instant
Activating eradication mode.
Frost rests on my blade. What's yet still?
Release. Are you satisfied with the fate? Release.
My blade cuts down evil. My spirit soars in the sky. Split the heavens. Awaken. Cycle of yin and yang. At the cream. Concentrate. The weak spot is here.
Styling!
How's that cute? The measure of steel slices the world through.
Firepower authorization loaded.
Frost weapons vanished.
Calibrating.
Blizzard rising under stars and moon through frost and snow. Press forward. Instant blink.
Dreams!
My blade cuts down evil. My spirit soars in the sky. Radiant cloud awaken. Cut the wind. Frost rests on my blade. Obliterate form and spirit.
assembly method isn't interesting enough. Points off! The design isn't bold enough. Points off. The color scheme is too plain. Points off! Then I won't have a single point left. Professor, Shelby's about to cry. Low emotional resilience. Should we deduct more points? Damn it! Neither of you understand my sense of humor. Points off!
Miss Norma, you're too strict. At this rate, there won't be any points left to deduct.
My assistant has clearly misunderstood the chief technician's standards. Points off for you two. All right, everyone. Take your seats. Manager, you sit down too.
Huh? Me too? All right. Let's hear what she has to say.
Well, now that class is almost over, I'm going to assign your homework. You need to find more, even prettier, and rarer bottle caps on the streets of Buastrum. The kind that Bangbu can't resist! Can you guys do that?
Professor, why do you want us to find rare bottle caps?
Because rare bottle caps are a Bangbu's favorite treasure! If you're studying Bangbu, you should understand what they like. Don't let Miss Norma down!
That makes so much sense. Don't worry, Miss Norma. We'll get it done. Then I'm gonna find more than you, Shelby. I'm heading out first. Gray, don't run off ahead. Wait for me.
With a little clever planning, even the rarest bottle caps are within reach! As expected of me, Rose Califer's greatest genius.
So, you want to use even more, even rarer bottle caps to help the Bangbu with their gathering?
As if! Why would I bother with those idiots? Can't I just toss the bottle caps into the park fountain as wish coins or something? Besides, I don't need rare bottle caps to motivate the Bangbu to devote themselves to repairing the central computing hub. No one could say no to a once-in-a-generation genius like me. After all, I've been working tirelessly these days and have finally figured something out. The little Bangbu are definitely going to be very happy.
What is it? When you ran off last time, was it because you figured out the purpose of the Bangbu gathering?
Would such a simple puzzle really stump a genius? I've already figured out the gathering, but that's not what truly makes Bangbu happy. I've been working day and night and finally figured out the logical architecture of the chip. This time, there's no way it'll fail. You said not to be too focused on the outcome, and to think about a genius's problems like a carefree idiot. And honestly, I felt a sense of relief after hearing that.
I'm glad our encouragement worked. You managed to crack the research problem.
Wow, giving yourself all the credit now. Fine, I guess it did help a little. All right, it's decided. From now on, you'll be in charge of training Bangbu in the lab. Turn them into boosters in 1 day, and the backbone of Buastrum in 10. Now that I figured out the chip's architecture, I'm only 1 step away from the first test. All I need is to fully restore the central computing hub. So I stayed up all night and developed a new module.
You haven't been staying up all this time, have you? Not sleeping enough makes it hard to grow taller.
Nonsense. I'm definitely going to grow super tall. Even taller than the biggest bamboo in Rose Califer. Let's head back to the lab first, Honorary Assistant. I want to show you the new module I built.
You won't change my mind, Peach.
In